Hey there, movie fans. This time I'm going to show you all the DVDs of the fourth shelf. And we start with the box set of Female Prisoner number 701, Scorpion Collection. These are Japanese exploitation movies which stars Maiko Kaji from Lady Snowblood. Now, part 2 is not part of this set, apparently because that was released by another company. Over here we have The Eye, and this is The Eye 2. Face, which is a very good British gangster movie. The Faculty. Fahrenheit 451, that is the first and only English language movie that was directed by Francois Truffaut. Fascination from Jean Rollin. Fast Company, a David Cronenberg movie. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. This is Jet Li's Fearless. The Fearless Vampire Killers, or Pardon Me, But Your Teeth Are in My Neck. This is kind of a horror comedy from Roman Polanski, who also stars in a movie, as you can see here. Female Yakuza Tale. This is the Fernando Di Leo Crime Collection. This is also on Blu-ray since recently, but I'm not going to get that. I'm happy with the DVD set. A Few Good Men, Fido, The Fifth Element, and here's another version of The Fifth Element. Fight Club. I also have this on Blu-ray. This is the films of Bud Bedicker. These are 5 westerns that he made with Randall Scott. He actually made 7 in total, but 5 of them are part of this set. And the first shelf video that I made was over here. 7 Men from Now. They also made this film, and this is their best film. But these movies are also very great. Great westerns. Up here we have La Femme Publique. Oh. And this is Final Fantasy VII Advent Children limited edition collector's set. I will be showing more of this in my anime collection videos, which I'll be doing soon. The Final Countdown, which has this very nice lenticular cover. Final Destination, Final Destination 2, Final Destination 3. I have 4 and 5 on Blu-ray. Final Fantasy, The Spirits Within. Finding Nemo, Finding Neverland, Fire in the Sky. This is a really good film. The First 100 Years of Cinema, which is a documentary about the first 100 years of cinema. The First Films of Samuel Fuller, which include I Shot Jesse James, The Baron of Arizona, and The Steel Helmet. 5 Card Stud. 5 Guns West. I got this from Movie Steez 1780. The 5-Man Army, which is a spaghetti western. That was also co-directed by Dario Argento, believe it or not. This is a very decent spaghetti western. This is the Steelbook of Flash Gordon. Flesh and Blood, Paul Verhoeven medieval movie which stars Rutger Hauer. Really great film. There was also Verhoeven's ticket to Hollywood because he made RoboCop after this one. Flight of the Living Dead. This is an old Dutch television series, which was Rutger Hauer's breakthrough, and you might describe it as the Dutch Ivanhoe. Each episode was directed by Paul Verhoeven, so this was also Verhoeven's breakthrough. Flyboys, Collector's Edition. The Fog, one of my favorite John Carpenter movies. Following, which is the debut film from Christopher Nolan, and it's also very good. Up here we have Forrest Gump, and we have the Fox horror classics, which includes The Lodger, which is the remake of the same called Hitchcock movie, The Undying Monster, and Hangover Square. Here we have Forbidden Hollywood, Collection Volume 1, which is about, these were, what do you call it again, pre-code Hollywood movies, the production code. The Hays Code that kind of forbids movies that has nudity and sex and all that. And these movies were made after the production code. And they're really worth it, by the way. This is Volume 2. And here is Volume 3. Which is all these movies were directed by the same guy, William A. Wellman. Forever Young. Forgotten Silver. This is a great fake documentary, co-directed by Peter Jackson. Peter Jackson had to apologize for this film because a lot of people thought that it was based on a true story. They thought that it was real, but it wasn't. It's a very, very funny fake documentary. Die Volke des Doortes, or this is The Prowler, one of the better slasher movies. Fox Western Classics, which conclude Rawhide, The Gunfighter, and Garden of Evil. Foxy Brown, Pam Grier Classic. This is Frankenstein, the Legacy Collection. Freaks, which is hands down one of the greatest horror movies of all time. Yeah, really, really fantastic movie, this one, Freaks. Freddy vs. Jason, The French Connection, Part 1 and Part 2. Up here we have Frank Sinatra, A Man and His Music. Sinatra, A Passionate Life. And this is the Frank Sinatra and Gene Kelly collection. Frequency. This is a spaghetti western, which is called Cemetery Without Crosses, and this is the wooden set from Germany. It's a very nice set, and the movie is very good too. The Friends of Eddie Coyle, The Frighteners. This is Le Vision des Vampires. I'm sorry, my French is terrible, but I cannot show you the cover because it contains nudity. Fritz Lang's Indian epic. From Beyond, unrated director's cut. From Dusk Till Dawn to this collector's edition. From Hell, Frontiers, which is an excellent French horror movie. Frostbite, which is a Swedish vampire movie and a very entertaining one as well. The Fugitive, The Funeral, This is The Furies, Criterion Collection. The Fury from Brian De Palma. This is a Dutch film, De Gelukkige Huisvrouw, which means The Happy Housewife, which stars Carice Van Houten. She was also in Valkyrie and Black Book. Buster Keaton's The General, which is a great film. The remake of The Getaway. I would prefer the original, but I really like this version. Ghost Dog, The Way of the Samurai. Up here we have Garage Days, which I haven't seen yet, but this was directed by Alex Proyas, who also did Dark City and The Crow. Gentleman's Agreement. Go. This is a double feature DVD with Gorgo and The Phantom from 10,000 Leagues, two B movies from the 1950s, and there's also some cartoons and commercials between the movies. You know, like a drive-in movie. You know, it's a nice DVD. Ghost in the Shell. This is Ghost in the Shell 2, which is also great, but there's a lot of talking and less action. I wish it was the other way around, but it looks beautiful. Ghostbusters, the Giallo collection. Girl Fight, Gladiator. This is actually one of the first DVDs I ever bought, and I still have it. Gladiator Extended Edition. Glengarry Glen Ross, which is a fantastic movie. The Glenn Miller Story, Gloria. Up here we have Gone with the Wind, the 4-disc collector's edition. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. God Forgives, I Don't, which stars Terence Hill and Bud Spencer. This is the Godfather DVD collection. Goldwyn, The Man and His Movies, which is about Samuel Goldwyn. You know, he is the G in MGM, Metro Goldwyn Mayer. Gone in 60 Seconds. Now, this is the original version, and I guess most of you have never seen the original version. I guess all of you are familiar with the Nicolas Cage, Angelina Jolie remake. But this is far better than a remake. You should not watch this movie for the acting. The acting is quite poor, but the car chases and the stunt work is just phenomenal. Really phenomenal. I absolutely enjoyed this one. I thought it was a fantastic movie. Yeah, if you haven't seen this one yet and you just saw the original, or the remake, do go see it. Give it a chance. Go check it out. Yeah, the car chase is just amazing. And here's another version of the original, Gone in 60 Seconds. Which has a new cool collectible, kind of size, license frames and plates and all that. You can see it inside here. Very nice edition. And of course, here's the remake, which is very disappointing, really. Especially if you compare it with the original. Good Night and Good Luck. Directed by George Clooney. This is the Korean edition of The Good, the Bad, the Weird. Gosford Park by Robert Altman. Grand Illusion. The Great Escape. The Great Silence. spaghetti western, which has a very unexpected ending. Yeah, it's a great film. I believe this movie was directed by Sergio Corbucci, but I'm not really sure though. It doesn't say anything on the back. Oh, here it is. Sergio Corbucci. There he is. He was the same director of Django, of course. The Great Waldo Pepper. The Greatest Show on Earth. Up here we have The Grudge. The American version. This is the Korean edition. And this is another edition of Ghost in the Shell. I believe this is from Japan. This box set. It's pretty heavy. Gremlins. I did this video on this set before. Greystoke, The Legend of Tarzan, Lord of the Apes, which is probably the best Tarzan movie of all time. Il Grido by Michelangelo Antonioni. This is the Japanese box set of Grindhouse. Wonderful box set. Grizzly, which is the first of many Jaws ripoff, and I really like this one. I was entertained by this one. Grizzly Man, excellent documentary by Werner Herzog. Grosse Pointe Blank, Guilty by Suspicion. Gun Fury, Gunga Din, Gunfight at the OK Corral. This is Gutterballs. La Haine, which is fantastic, really fantastic movie. Halloween. I did a video which I showed all the Halloween movies. I'm just going to go through them very quickly. It's another version of Halloween. Halloween 2. Up here we have Henry's Portrait of a Serial Killer, and the Dutch digibook of Her Name Was Sarah. Halloween 2, Halloween 2, Halloween 3, Halloween 6, Halloween 666, Halloween H2O, Halloween Resurrection, fucking movie. Halloween 25 Years of Terror, and this is Rob Zombie's Halloween. This is the Hammer Horror series. The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, which is a great film. Rebecca De Mornay, she's fantastic in this one. Hang 'em High, Clint Eastwood Western, and the last one is Hannibal. And that's it for the fourth shelf. The next one will be over there, the fifth shelves, and then I'm going down from there, of course. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.